com.finops will be the group, and artifact it will be, you need to give the project name here. Artifact is nothing but the project name. So I would say app 26 for now, some random number. Otherwise, you should give any relevant, meaningful name. Okay. So these are the only things. When you select com.finops and then when you give the app 26, the remaining fields are also filled here. The package name automatically it had populated com.finops.app 26. I did not fill this out. By filling these two options, this option is automatically filled. Okay. The description you can give any description, so I just leave this default description as it is. Okay. The next option is packaging, jar or war. These are the two options we have. So let's select war always. The packaging should be war always. Next, we have the Java version. So what are the Java versions we have here? 19, 17, 11 and 8. Okay. You can select any version. Let's say we'll go with Java version 17. Okay. 17. So on the left hand side it is done. Now moving on to the right hand side, there is a dependencies section and there is a add dependencies button. Alright. When you click on the add dependencies button, something will open like this. So here you just type web, you will get the Spring Web on the top of it. You just select Spring Web. So as soon as I click done, it has come here. So this is the only thing that is required for now. Okay. So now all the fields are filled, right? All the fields are filled. I repeat, for the project I had selected Gradle, Groovy, and the language that we are learning is Java. And then the Spring Boot version, we should always select the oldest version, right? And then under the project metadata, you can give com.finops for group, and artifact is actually the project name. You can give anything. These are the only things that you need to fill. By filling these two things, the remaining fields will be automatically populated. You don't have to do anything. The next option is packaging, jar and war. These are the two options available, but we should select war for now. And we have the Java versions here: 19, 17, 11 and 8. Out of this, you can select 17. May not be the latest one, except the latest one. You can select any other version here. Moving on to the right hand side, there is something called dependencies. Besides that, there is a button, add dependencies button. When you click on it, you will see this option, and then when you type web, right, since we had already added, it doesn't show, right? So we had already added it here. So you can select, you can just type in web and then add it. Once all these things are done, if you come to the bottom of this page, you will see three different buttons: generate, explore, and share. So you should select generate. When I click on generate, it starts the downloading of the project. See, the project is downloaded with the name app 2026 that I had given here, and which is in the zipped format, .zip format. So I'll go to the downloads folder. I'll go to the downloads folder. I'll copy it. I'll copy this from here and I'll put it in some of the drives. If you are using Windows, you can put it in some other drive like D drive, E drive, or whatever it is, wherever you are comfortable. For me, I had created one project folder for myself. Okay. So here I will be pasting it. Once I paste the zipped folder, I need to unzip it, because the one that we had got downloaded is the zipped folder. We need to unzip it. Right click in the windows, you will see the extract all option, but here mine is the MacBook, that is the reason the options are slightly different, but you will see the similar options here. So we just need to unzip it. Now this is the unzipped folder app 26. Okay, I am not going inside this. Okay, now the next step is we need to open this project. How do we open this project? We need to have a software called IntelliJ. We need to have a software called IntelliJ. So in my laptop, the IntelliJ is already installed. In my laptop, the IntelliJ is already installed. So I'm opening this here. This is how the IntelliJ looks like. Okay. Ignore all these things. This is the existing project, but now we need to open our project, right? So once you have the IntelliJ installed, it will open something like this. You need to go to file, click on file, open. It will take you to the directories where your project is located. My project is located under work projects December 22. And what was the project here that we created?
26.
It was app 26. Now I'm going inside the app 26. I'm not directly selecting the app 26 folder here. Please remember, right? I'm not directly selecting the app 26 here. I'm going inside the app 26, and inside the app 26 you will see various files and folders that have been created automatically. One is build.gradle, Gradle folder, settings.gradle, gradlew.bat, help.md, src folder, and gradle w. So here you should always select the build.gradle. Please remember, guys, once you go inside the project, there will be a file called build.gradle. Okay, you need to select that build.gradle file and click on open. You need to select build.gradle and click on open. It is not responding. When you click on that, you will see three different options like this: open as, file, cancel, and open as project. You should always select the open as project. Though we had selected a single file, but you should select the open as project. Click on open as project. When you clicked on the open as project, here you will see the project name that you had created. So the project name that we had given is app 26. Now there is some project loading and then downloading of some dependencies are happening. Later you will understand what are those dependencies. For now you just understand that we need to wait for all these processes to complete. So this will take few minutes for the first time, right? But once you do it from the second time onwards, it will be very quick. But for the first time, it will take few minutes to complete all these processes. There will be one on the top, one on the bottom left hand side, and one on the bottom right hand side. These are the three different processes that will be happening. And in the bottom again you can see another thing is happening here, indexing paused due to importing, right? So there are totally four different processes are running here: one, two, three, and four. So you need to wait for all these four to be completed. You need to wait for all these four to be completed. It will take few minutes for the first time. Let's wait until it gets completed. Guys, if I am going fast, if you are not able to follow me, please let me know. Okay, I can go little slower, whatever it is required. So far it is good.
Yes.
Great. You don't have to just keep listening the class, and then when I ask you explicitly, you should not say that sir, you are going fast. No, you please come yourself voluntarily. If you are feeling that I'm going faster, or if you are not able to find it, we'll clear it out there itself, right? Otherwise again we'll have to set up one more session separately. That is not a good idea, right? So nothing to hurry, we'll go with enough speed here. Please be explicit in case of anything. And Ajmat and Siddiq, once you have got the laptops, Ajmat, you have a laptop?
Ah, yes, I have.
Okay. So please ping me separately after the class, probably in the somewhere in the afternoon or something like that, right? I'll
Okay.
we need to set up your laptop. I'll connect you to one person. He will help you to set up all the required softwares.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So after that, you can start doing the practice.
Okay.
And meanwhile, guys, the most important thing in learning this technology is the practice. The more you practice, the easier this will be. The less you practice, the tougher it will be. When you are in the classes, it looks very simple and very easy, right? You feel like I don't have to do this practice. But when I ask you to do this, you will find a lot of difficulty. That's the beauty of this technology, right? So don't underestimate this. It looks very simple, but when you do the practice, you actually understand the toughness. It is actually not tough, but you will forget it. The simple things, very simple things, you will forget. That's the reason I would suggest please do the practice as much as possible on daily basis. the same topics on the same day. Now here this was closed, this is finished. See, here it is successful. The final thing that is running here is this one in the bottom. Indexing is happening. So let this also get completed. Okay, now you see the bottom one also is disappeared now. Now the project loading is completed successfully. The project loading is completed successfully. I am just minimizing this bottom window. I don't need this now anymore. Now on the left hand side in the app 26, the project that we had created, this many files has been generated, right? The same thing that I was showing on the folder while opening the project. Now it has created few other folders. For example, the dot gradle and then the dot idea. I think these two folders were not there when the project is created. If you want, you can check here in the project. Now it has been generated, so it will be available now, right? So yeah, it is not there here. When we create the project, these are the various files that gets automatically generated within the project. Okay, the same files are being shown up here. Okay, now we need to go to the src folder here. Out of these things, you forget about all other files for now, but you go to the src directory. How do you go to the src directory? You just see the src here, expand it, and within src you will see the two more folders. That is main and test. Main and test. Main and test. So you should always go to the main folder. Within main, again we have two more folders. One is Java and one is resources. Again here you need to go inside the Java. Okay. Inside Java you will see another folder, that is com.finops.app26. Right. If you remember, while creating the project, have you seen the package name here, which is automatically populated after filling these two options, right? The same thing you will see here. There won't be difference. It should be same here. Okay. Now inside this, there are already two files. One is app26 application and then servlet initializer. You don't have to worry about these two things at this moment. You just forget. Okay, forget about it. Now we'll start with the our first program, first Java program. How do we start is right click on this com.finops.app26. Guys, please remember, you should not do the right click on src, you should not do the right click on main, you should not do the right click on Java. You should do the right click on this com.finops.app26. App26, do a right click. You will see these many options when you do the right click. So on the top you will see a option called new. Within new there are these many options are available. Within new there are These many options are available. The very first option is Java class because we are creating the Java programs. Java programs can be created by clicking on the Java class here. So I am clicking on the Java class. As soon as you click on the Java class, you will get the pop-up like this where it will ask you to give the name. Our very first program's name is, I'll just give the A. Our very first program name is capital A. While creating these Java programs, the names of all these Java programs should always starts with capital letter. Guys, please remember this is most important and very basic thing to start with. While creating any Java program is also called as a Java class. Java program is also called as a Java class. The name of any Java program or Java class should always start with capital letter. After capital letter you can give anything. Okay, after the first letter you can give in anything, but the very first letter should be capital letter. So here we are naming our Java program with single letter, that is just A. So obviously that A has to be capital letter, and then you should select on class. We are not creating the remaining these three things. The very first one is class itself. Java class is nothing but Java program. So I select Java class. See, now the file is created in this folder com.finops.app26, right? If you see here, the file name is a.java. If you see here, you can see the extension also. All the Java files, Java classes or the Java programs should have the extension of .java. There is no other option here. All the Java programs or the Java classes should have the extension of .java. Okay. Next point is, so we had created a Java class, right? When I created the Java class, automatically this has created this piece of code. We did not write any code, but when I just did a create new class, it has added this much code automatically. This is the default code. Here if you see public class A, this is the class name or the program name. Okay, so the class name or the program name and the file name, all these three things should be same. The class name and the file name, that is A, all these two things should always be same. Here if the file name is A and if you put the class name is B here, no, it will not accept. It is showing the red line. Red line means it is a compilation error or the syntax error. A red line means the compilation error or the syntax error, right? So that is not acceptable. Please remember the file name and the class name, both of them should be same here. Okay, here it is a.java, but here we are saying B, that is wrong. So it should be A only. Okay, if I put B, what is the error that we get? If you hover your mouse on this red line, if you hover your mouse on this red line, you can see the error here. The reason for the red line, the reason for the error, class B is public, should be declared in file named b.java. Since we had named the class B, it should be declared in the b.java, not in a.java. That is the name it is giving. So we need to put it back to A. Clear, guys? Any confusion or any doubt so far?
No, no, no.
So we are going to write our first piece of code. So after class A, you will see this curly braces. Okay, one is closing and one is opening and one is closing. So you need to go inside those curly braces, just hit enter. So you will get some space here. Okay, you will get some space here. There is a shortcut to write something here. The very basic thing that you need to do is PSVM. This is the shortcut. Okay? This is the shortcut. You just write PSVM and then automatically this will open up this pop-up and then enter. So it has generated these two lines of code. PSVM means public static void main. Okay, let's not think about any of these words for now. Any of these words or any of these symbols, let's not think about all these things for now. Okay, the PSVM is created now. Even the PSVM also has a curly brace opened and then closed. Okay, so now go inside this curly braces of PSVM. Go inside the curly braces of PSVM. Here there is another shortcut. I am writing S out. Okay, S out. When I do a S out, it is again opening a pop-up like this with all the available options of S out, S out, S out M, S out P, S out B. We are always interested in S out. Forget about all others. We are always interested on the very first S out. So I click on it. As soon as I click on it, I'll get this piece of code is added. System.out.println. Sout is the shortcut for writing this line of code. PSVM is the shortcut to generate these two lines of code. Sout is the shortcut to generate this line of code. Now inside this brackets println, I'll put the double quotes, right? Double quotes, hello world. Hello world. This is our first Java program that we had completed. The program is completed now. Okay, once the program is completed, what do we need to do? We need to run the program. We need to run the program. So how do we run the program? On the same editor, on the same file editor, right? You click anywhere, somewhere here. Okay, on the same file here, right? You can click on anywhere here. Right click, right click. Again you will see this many options, but let's just focus on run option. Here we are trying to run the class A, the Java program A. That is the reason automatically it has shown a dot main. Okay, for example, if it is b dot java and the class is b, then it will show b dot main. Okay, so you should select the run option here. I am clicking on run now. As soon as I clicked on run, automatically it had opened the bottom window like this and it is trying to do something here. So let's wait once this gets completed. Until this processing symbol is closed, right? You need to wait. So I just drag it up little upper so we can see more. The program is still running. It might take few seconds for the first time. Okay, there is a error. This is a different error, nothing related to the program. Java compile one error, invalid source release. Okay, we don't have to worry about these things. This is a setup issue which I need to fix it. I'll do it.
One question is there from my end.
Yeah, tell me please.
So what I was doing earlier, you have shown right, like we need to create another new folder, new class under the project file, whichever is we created from the what do you call that? Um, which you download, right? Just a second. Where's that file? So I was trying to create insight from this SRC.
Mm-hmm.
Is that okay?
Inside SRC.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't have main.
Welcome to Amigo.
Huh?
You don't have main inside SRC.
I have a main. Yeah, inside SRC only I was creating. Is that fine or should I
Inside
create under the apps?
SRC, you need to go inside main, inside
Correct.
Java, inside
Hmm.
com.finops. The application name that you give, and then here you need to
Okay.
give.
Okay. 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 Then I think my token which I generated is
Mm-hmm.
incorrect. I guess. Then.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So this is the Java version issue. Actually, we use release option. Let me put 11 because the project, if you remember, while generating the project, we had selected Java version as 17, but I think my laptop doesn't have the 17. That is the reason we must be getting this. Let's try to run this now. Invalid source release. Still, it is the same thing. Dot source incompatibility. Okay, yeah, it is successful now. Okay, if you see the output, this much content has been printed, but all this content is not output. This is the only output that you need to look for, where it says a dot main. Under a dot main, whatever is there, right, only this much is the output here. Why we had got this? Because in the sout system dot out dot println, we are writing hello world. That is the reason we had got the hello world. This is the our first Java program, and this is the output of the our first Java program. Clear, guys, so far?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can I move to the next program?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So again, I am right clicking on the same folder, that is com.finops.app26. Right click on it, new Java class. I am going to create a second Java program or the Java class. So this time, what is the name? I'm going to give B and then enter. Again, I have the open bracket. Go inside the open brace. PS, VM, same thing. Again, I am doing the yes out. Now I would write good morning. If I run this program, what should be the output? If I run this program, what should be the output?
Good morning.
Good morning. So let's run the program and then see the output. Clear? We had got the exactly the same output. Good morning. Now I want to create another Java program. How do I create the another Java program? I need to again right click on com.finops.app26 new Java class. This time I am going to give the name as C. Again I go inside the open brackets, I type psvm, right, and then enter. Now I type s out the very first statement, hello world, sorry, hello world, and after in the end I enter. I go to the next line, again I type yes out, again I write another statement, hello world, good morning, today is Wednesday. If I run this program, what should be the output? If I run this program, what should be the output?
Hello world, good morning. Today is
Wednesday. Great. So let's run the program and then verify. Hello world, good morning. Today is Wednesday. Now I'll make a small change for the same program. I'll write another S out as the first statement, right? I'll put all the stars here. And in the end, again I'll do the another stars. I'll quote. What should be the output now?
same along with the stars above.
Same with the stars above and below. See, it has nicely come now. Okay, cool. Let's create another Java program. Java class D. Can I write PSVM yes out? And instead of text, I'll write some numbers. 100. What should be the output now? What should be the output now?
100.
100. Did you see any difference the way that we had written earlier and now? I'll just split
We
it.
can use the first page.
Sorry. What is the difference that we had seen here?
For words, you have the first page. For numerical, there is no.
Exactly. For any words, for any text that we want to print, it should be in the double quotes. For any text, right? For any straight text, the fixed text, I would say fixed text, then we should put it in the double quotes. Double quotes. Fixed text or the static text. Don't get confused. For now, you just remember as a fixed text or the static text. That means there is no change. So whatever we write, if you want to print it as it is, then it is going to be a fixed text or the static text. So the fixed text and static text should be enclosed within the double quotes. Within the double quotes. For all the numbers, we don't need to put it in any quotes. You can directly put the numbers. Numbers should not be enclosed within the quotes. Clear? Numbers should not be enclosed in the quotes. Let's say I write 100 now. What will happen now?
Will print with quotes.
It will print with quotes.
Yes.
Let's run the program and then verify. Is it what you expected? Is it what you expected?
No, no.
No. Okay. So what is the difference now? If you put 100 with quotes or without quotes, we are getting the same thing. The only difference is while writing the code like this, the Java compiler, right? So Java compiler is nothing but whenever you are writing any Java programs, Java compiler will be testing, will be the underlying machine for all these things to run. So the Java compiler will treat this as a number, but it will treat this as a text. Though it is a number, but since we had put it in the double quotes, the Java compiler will treat this as a text, not the number. Here, while looking at it outside, both look same, but the Java compiler which reads this code, right? It will read this as a text. This will be treated as a number. Clear?
Yes, clear.
Any confusion here?
No, no,
If you
no.
are putting anything inside in the double quotes, that will be treated as the text. If it is a number, okay. Let's say, for example, I'll write another example here. This is hello. This we know it already, right? And write just hello without the double quotes here. What's happening? It is being marked in the red color. So red color is nothing but the compilation error. The Java compiler is not able to understand what it is. It is saying cannot resolve symbol hello, right? So all the text should be enclosed in the double quotes. All the static text should be enclosed in the double quotes like this. Okay. Similarly, you can put any other values also. 10.9 out of 12.66 out of 0.5. Which is a single character. So all these will be printed as it is. Hundred, hello, hello, 10.9, 12.66, 0.5, and there is one more thing out of the single quotes, not the double quotes. Single quotes. We are putting the single quotes, put only the single character. You should not put more than one character. But in the double quotes, you can put any number of characters. You can put one character, two characters, or a complete text, or you can even just put it something like this, which is a empty thing. Okay, that is also possible. But if you are using the single characters, you should put only the single. If you are using the single quotes, you should put only the single character. you should not put more than one character. Let's say, for example, I try to add the second character. It gives the error. See, because too many characters in the character letter. So the single quotes is specially designed only for holding the one character or one letter. Okay, one character or one letter. But for the double quotes, you can put anything, whether it is a single, double, triple, or a complete paragraph, complete story, you can put it. Okay, let's see the next program. Right click, new Java class E. Yes, PM. String A equal to hello world. Out A. So what are we doing here? This is a variable. This is called as a variable. A is a variable of data type string. A is a variable of data type string which is assigned with the value hello world. Which is assigned with value hello world. A is a variable of data type string which is assigned with hello world. Now in the S out, I am mentioning A. What will be the output now? Is it A or hello world?
Should be hello world.
Hello world. Because we are printing A. What is the value of A here?
The value is hello world.
Hello world. Clear? Let's say I write another thing. S out of B. Can I get the output for this?
No.
If you don't put it in the double quotes or the single quotes, it will be looking for the variable with the name B. Do we have a variable with the name B?
No, we do not have.
No, we don't have the variable with name B. That is the reason it is throwing the error saying that if you hover mouse on this, it will say cannot resolve symbol B. So that means variable B is not available. So how can we fix this issue? You can create another variable string B equal to morning. See, now this red line had gone. Now the value of B is what? Good morning. Okay. Now put S out of B. What will be the output now?
It's hello world, good morning, and B.
Hello world, good morning and B. Because the here we are printing A. What is the value of A? It is hello
The
world.
value is hello world.
And we are printing B, which is a variable we have. What is the value of B? It
Which
is
is
good morning.
yes.
Here we are putting B enclosed with the single quotes. So this will be treated as
B.
a just B only, as a static text or the fixed text or the static or the fixed text. Clear? Now
If you put it in a double quotes, is it still again B, simple B only, right?
let's try that. Let's try and see. Same, right? Inside the double quotes, you can put anything, whether it is a single character or double character or any text or paragraph. But
To
within the
call
single,
out, we need not to mention this quotes. To
sorry,
call again.
sorry, can you repeat?
To call again that good morning, you have mentioned in column 12,
Yeah.
it's only B without
Yes.
strings.
Yes.
Okay, got it. Got it. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. So
Got
here,
it, yeah.
if you run this program, let's see the output. See, hello world, because we are printing
Yes.
A and then B, value of B is good morning, and then in the single character B, and then in the double character B, double quotes B,
Double quotes. Okay.
right? So if you are not putting it within the quotes, it will be treated as a variable, and then it looks for whether that variable is created or not.
Okay.
If you put it in the double quotes or the single quotes, it will be directly printing based on whether it is a single character or more than one character. But if you don't put it either in the single character or the double quotes, sorry, single quote or double quotes, then it looks for the corresponding variable name. Okay, then
Yes.
it goes there. Now we learned about the textual format. For example, how it works for the numbers. For numbers, int I equal to 10, s out of I. What will be printed now as part of this?
10.
10. Okay, because I is a variable
Variable of 10.
with the value 10
Value of
of
10.
data type int, right? Int is nothing
Correct.
but the integer. Just
Yes.
like string that we are using for text or alphabetical combinations, we use int for the numbers. We use int for the numbers. And also please notice the difference. String always starts with the capital letter here. String always starts with the capital letter here, but int starts with small letter only. Okay, int starts with small letter only. Okay, let's say for example I write another statement, s out of I. What will be printed as part of this?
Um, it's I 10 and I
10
10
and
10
I,
I
because here I is enclosed in the double quote, so this
double
will be
quotes.
treated as a one text, not a variable.
Correct.
Clear? Now let's say for example here I equal to 100 will be printed now. So from here you tell me the output from here, from line number 17. So what will
Okay,
be the
which
value that
is
will be printed
17.
here?
17 is 10 and 18 is 10.
Yeah,
19 is I.
yeah,
21 is 100
yeah.
and 22 is 100.
So we are reassigning the
Recalling.
value here. We are
Yes.
reassigning the value here. We are changing the value of I
Value.
from 10 to 100. So the latest value is 100. So the latest value will be printed here. Latest value will be printed here. Let's run this program and then verify. Hello world, good morning, BB 10I 100. Clear guys? Any confusion so far? I move to the next program. I do a right click, new Java class, and I give the name as E again. We already have a class with E, but again I am giving the class name E. Okay. What happened? Cannot create class. It is not successful. What is the error? Unable to parse template class. So this is more of a technical language. You don't have to worry. But if you read this, right, in the end it says e.java already exists. Right? So you cannot create more than one class with the same name. You cannot create more than one class with the same name. We cannot create more than one class with the same name. Each and every class will be of different name. We call all these are the Java programs or the classes, but try to use the terminology as a class. Okay, we cannot create more than one class with the same name. Why? Because in the background, what happens is we are creating in the same app6 src folder, main folder, Java folder, com. See here, com, right? Inside com, it will be FinOps. Inside FinOps, it is app26. Inside app26, we have all our Java classes A, B, C, D, E, and then these two pre-existing classes app26 application and servlet initializer. Without even Java, no need to think in Java, but if you, this is just a normal folder, right? If you try to create another file with the any of the existing names, will it work in your Windows? It won't work, right? With the same name,
Yes.
you need to give the different name. It's exactly the same concept, because all these files comes under the same folder, so you cannot have more than one file with the same name, more than one file with the same name. All right, so is all clear for now, guys? I'll stop it here. I'll continue from tomorrow. Any doubts you can ask me. If you have any feedback, you can let me know if I'm going fast or any other thing, right? So please let me know, we'll correct it out from tomorrow again.
And Raghu, is it like 7:30 the class will start?
For 1 week, Raghu, because
Okay, done, Raghu.
the database sessions I was talking, right, the other batch, they,
Yes,
that
yes.
trainer has the slot only from 7:30 to 8:30 because of other commitments. So
No
I
problem.
had moved
Yeah.
this
So
half an
are
hour
they
before.
joining us back after the database class?
It will take 1 week.
Okay.
Yeah, now today is Wednesday, most probably after Monday or Tuesday we might need to, all of
All
us
right,
will
Raghu.
come
No
back to
problem.
this. Okay, meanwhile we'll complete this backup classes.
All right.
Yeah,
Thanks for that.
cool. Anything else, guys? Do you all writing any notes or something like that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all of you, please write the notes, right? Then, if you write it with your own hands, you can remember more easily.
Sir, you told you'll give access to your notes.
Sorry,
You told you'll give access to your notes.
access to.
Your notes.
Now, I had not written the notes, right?
Okay.
Hmm? Notes, I'll write it along with you in the classes itself. I'll write the notes, but for now, I have not written any notes. These are very, very simple, basic things, right? So, there is nothing to write the notes here, right? But when it actually comes with the concepts, right, each concept, then each concept will have its own different notes, so there I'll give the access. Okay, and yeah, so whoever has not done the laptop setup, if you had got the laptop in your hand, please ping me somewhere in the afternoon. I'll connect you to someone, or anytime you can ping me anytime. Okay, I'll connect with one person, he will help you to do the setup. And please do all this practice today itself, don't leave it for tomorrow. It might look very simpler, but when it comes to the practice after 1 week, you will not be able to do any of these things. Please keep that in mind. Cool. If no questions, can we call off for the day?
Yes, Raghu. Thanks a
Cool,
lot for
great.
your class.
Thank you, guys. Have a nice day. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.